Active Directory holds the keys to the kingdom.
If anyone were able to get hold of the keys to the kingdom, it could be disastrous or at least of major impact to business.
This means that someone internal or external could get these keys.
And if they do get the keys, it is a massive amount of work and effort that we would need to pay for in both time, resources, budget to get those keys back or changed so they can no longer impact or affect the domain.
And if they get the keys, we never know exactly what they're going to be able to access. They could take information as well as encrypt all of our stuff.
In addition to that, they could make it unusable using something like, say, ransomware, which we're seeing in the news a lot, triggering IRP. We've got a bigger problem on our hands than just Active Directory being compromised at that point.
And if we aren't able to look at being hacked into Active Directory, they could be there for 6 months, and trying to do a restoration is out of luck.
To manage the risk that AD introduces, one of the things you could do would maybe be from, say, a directory services perspective, maybe leverage something else that isn't as actively attacked or exploited as Active Directory that you could go ahead and then leverage for directory services for accounts. What that would then do is separate the account dependency. You definitely need to find ways to make sure that access control lists or security groups would then be able to integrate with the rest of maybe the directory services that AD provides, or you'd probably need to find something different to manage that as well.
What are the best ways to limit dependency on AD, and in what direction should we be moving in? And per Ian Pointer's question, are any of the replacements worth evaluating?
So my first picture is me going to the doctor saying, "Doctor, I just read about these heart problems. Can I get rid of my heart and my body still function?" And the doctor would say, "Sure, we can get you a pig's heart. I mean, in that way you're not using your heart. But how many people have a pig's heart, right?" And so there are options. The issue is we have 21 years of tying things to Active Directory. And so the amount of effort to snip all of those connections is grandiose.
Give all users, domain admin level, to save money on your IT help desk costs. Why is this a good idea?
Well, that's actually not a bad idea at all. Spreading the load of what IT has to deal with on a day in and day out basis allows them to deal with other aspects. So that actually could be a good solution, because you're going to save money. You're also going to be able to allow IT to do more.
If we give our users, our employees, elevated access to their environments, they're going to be able to do what they need, not bug tech desk or help desk. We can now focus on things like, say, application whitelisting. So we're going to allow you to install those print drivers, but we're going to push out application whitelisting to say, all right, you guys have admin. We're going to give you a certain set of applications that you can install, and those that don't conform to that, we're not going to allow you to access, but you'll still be able to do some of these other things that generally require elevated privileges.
Can you ever really consider a domain-joined computer to be in a fully zero-trust state?
You can never allow a human to touch it. And then, yes, you can obtain zero trust. But as soon as that human touches it, I think it's game over. There's too many things that can be done. If we cut them off the internet, cut them off email, then maybe. But as soon as we allow internet and email, it's the long story of, if you want a user to click on something, just give it a name like funny YouTube kittens. Don't click on this. And they're going to click on it.